two Dodges. Dodge Ram I Dodge Challenger. Ready to see a nice feature? We can't do without the internet. So, what is it? That's where all the words are. Here you go. Let's go look at the face. Here we are in the interior of this luxury car. Ram 1500, Hemi 5.7 liter. VIN number says 401 horsepower. Limited. Let's take a look at the headlights. They became different. They've become LED. High beam, low beam, high beam. Here we see the active parking sensors. Lots of chrome and a radiator grille. So, next we determine that this is the limited configuration. Those who don't know this model will be wondering where the hook is located. Here it is. I'll add right away that we installed a GPS sensor behind the bumper. Very much eye-catching are the native rims with the Dodge logo. But if we look a little further, you and I can see the air suspension. Let's take a look at the first retrofit we did. What I want to say right off the bat is the weight of the lid. It weighs nothing. Let's go take a look. There in the far corner we have an outlet. Ready to see a nice feature? Electric sills. Let's take a look at the AirTouch Performance system we installed on this Dodge. There's a button on the back here. We press it, and the screen is divided into two parts. At the bottom we see the native interface. AirTouch Performance Upper. Let's take a look at the most popular features that motorists use. It's Yandex, Maps, YouTube. We have sound connected to the main speakers. As a reminder, there are 19 of them in this make of car. But we can also output the sound to a separate speaker. It's also installed here by us. Let's go back. And a very popular and handy feature. It's a split into two screens. This is where we're left with YouTube. And here we can choose Yandex, Navigator. That's why we're watching the road, and yet your passengers can watch some entertainment content. This touch panel is no more complicated than your cell phone or tablet. You can definitely download your favorite apps or enjoy entertainment content through Play Market as well. The Android system is very familiar to you all, and we've talked a lot about it, so we won't go into it too much. One more important thing. We can't do without the internet, and in the automobile, too. If we can download maps for a navigator and use them offline, we can't watch YouTube. How do you catch him? First, you can give out from your phone. And secondly, we've put two USB outputs in the glove compartment where you can plug in a Wi-Fi router, or your hard drive.
Also on this Ram 1500 we can add 360 system, rear view camera, front view camera. You can even install an optional camera in the right mirror, so you can park without hitting the curb with your rims. Install an Apple TV-based entertainment system to view multimedia content. Install rear monitors for passengers who are traveling in the back. And another one of the popular options for cars that are used off-road is a night vision camera, which is mounted on the windshield and projects an image onto a screen. That is, you can see in total darkness almost as if it were daytime. Another interesting option for such a large car is to install an additional camera that will look into the body of the car. For example, this is relevant when a bulky load, such as boxes or an ATV, is loaded into the back of the vehicle. And you need to control the distance between the boards so you don't hit anything. This is where the camera will be mounted from the rear of the vehicle's cab and will look at the body. This is very convenient for the driver, who just by sitting behind the wheel of the car can control everything that happens. More of the optional extras to consider include the installation of a blind spot system for, again, such a large vehicle. This is relevant when realigning between rows. To further monitor the situation, sensors built into the side view mirrors are used to alert you to approaching vehicles or vehicles that are in blind spots.
Now you've seen the power and comfort of the Ram. But as another American just as cool, and his name is Challenger. Dodge Challenger Hellcat. 6.2 engine. Among owners, this car is called a witch. Let's start at the back of the car. Let's see here, we've installed a washer on the rear view camera. The exact same washer is on the front view camera, and we installed the front view camera ourselves altogether. As we go to the doors, I want to say right away that this car is wrapped in anti-gravel polyurethane film. Know this. Now, as for the doors, this is where we installed the door closers. Let's see how they work. Open it up. Closing. Let's go look at the face. This car conveys the condition of a guy like this. We installed a camera here along with a washer, so it will always be clean. Another plus is that there's a grill, which we also installed. It's much shallower and keeps all sorts of dirt out. Dynamic music. Here we are in the interior of this luxury car. I'll start to slowly tell you what retrofits we've done here. I look like this because that's what you have to look like in a Dodge Challenger. Let's get started. 1. Its navigation, its interface, its AirTouch Performance. Let's see how it turns on, starts up. And in general, what does it look like in Dodge? Okay, we have the back button. We press it. Here's the launch of our AirTouch Performance. Everything here is familiar to you. Yandex. Navigator. Double window system. Let's make a quick run. YouTube. You can watch YouTube here. There's a navigation here. You can do more of one edge, more of the other edge. Also coming home. Play Market, from which we download all your favorite apps. Anyway, I've talked about this a lot. There are features much more interesting in this Dodge. We're going to watch them now. Let's turn your attention upstairs. Here we have a Podochechnik. In addition to putting glasses in there, there's also 3 buttons that we installed. The first and second buttons turn the starry sky functions on and off. On the roof, about that a little later. And one button feature that I won't tell you about, but she's very cool. You can't advertise. I'll tell you about the starry sky. Let's take a look at what it looks like first. Because comets fly here. It's very interesting, very soothing and mesmerizing. Beautiful, huh? Do you agree? So how do you manage it? First, there is a special app that you can download and control this starry sky. Well, there's also a remote. The remote is very simple. Here we have the whole range of colors. We can change the brightness, make it bigger, make it smaller. We can change the color. Here you go. We have green, blue, white. Well, because I hired you here, you can get it closer to red and closer to yellow. Comets continue to fly as well. I think that for your young lady or companion you will directly leave an intangible love for you after such a sky. They told me all about the starry sky. But there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Look, it's also made on Alcantara fabric. And not just the roofs, but also the struts. This too was all done by our craftsmen at the owner's request. Dodge Ram, Dodge Challenger. Which one to choose is up to you. And now I ask you to subscribe to our channel, ring the bell. Pasha Hajiyev was with you. Bye bye, everybody. Yes, stop. Write in the comments which option is closer to you.